race, only to be put back into third place. It'll be interesting to see if Flying Tiger can overcome the odds and prove that their team and equipment are of championship caliber. Going into today's event, Sonny feels confident in the performance and the reliability of his equipment and the determination to win that he and Tina Hawkins have towards today's race. Sonny and Tina would like to express their thanks to their crew, Dave Garcia, Paul Witkowski, and Rich Blizniak, and to their sponsors and supporters, Getz Energy Corporation, Oliver Billet Rods, Araquip Corporation, Morse Controls, Mercury Racing, VDO Instruments, Ed's Marine Canvas, Crane Cams, Linder Design, New Tech Dyno Engineering, and the Sign Shop. And there you see on the far outside, Kurt Berger, Smokey and the Bandit going neck and neck with the Flying Tiger race team. And the Hawkins would like to extend a very special thanks to John Szymanski and Laura Narby for their work in preparing this year's sponsorship package. And there you see right there the battle going on between Flying Tiger and Smokey and the Bandit. This is a super race going on in Offshore D right now. This is basically for your first and second place finish, and they're going neck and neck, side by side. Hawkins on the inside, Berger on the outside. Flying Tiger closest to us, and they take a slight lead right now over Kurt Berger, but Berger being out of the picture is also right there. And right there was where we went for the start-finish, the first place, and there they're backing off, and that was a pivotal move right there where they both went at it neck and neck for first place in that division. It's a 34-foot Sutphin powered by two 650 horsepower Innovation inboard motors with Mercruiser outdrives. This boat is owned and driven by Mac R. Seelig from Atlantic City, Jason Seelig from Atlantic City is your throttle man, and Joe Theismann from Falls Church, Virginia is your navigator. The 777 Offshore race team would like to extend a very special thank you to their entire group of sponsors. The first thanks goes to Harrah's Atlantic City, New Jersey, the Better People Hotel and Casino, who has sponsored the team for the past 5 years. They'd like to also thank their newest sponsor, the whole gang at Zubaz. Zubaz is a quality manufacturer of sports apparel for the NFL. And a special thank you to International Game Technology in Reno, Nevada, who is the world's largest manufacturer of slot machines, Megabucks and Quartermania. Well, here are your final results. You're seeing everyone in 1992, whereas Freeze Frame Video will continue to strive in excellence in bringing you the best in offshore video productions. So with that, this is Sheldon Kahn speaking to you on behalf of Jeff Girardi and Pauline and the entire Freeze Frame Sports video production crew, wishing you a fond farewell from Chesapeake Bay in Annapolis, Maryland, and we look forward to seeing everyone throughout the 1992 campaign. Beautiful Isle Morada, Florida area. And there we have Airborne coming right beneath the helicopter. We've got the start, and the 1991 Isle Morada Budweiser 100 Offshore Challenge is officially underway. And on the inside by the freeze frame copter, that's Airborne. And going to the lead on the middle of the picture, that's Aero Express. Miss Puerto Rico on the very far outside is coming up, but Aero Express takes the quick lead. Airborne doing an outstanding job. On the far outside, it's Miss Puerto Rico, Warriors there, Aero Express in the middle of the picture, but right now we're on D2, the Airborne race team. This boat is a Northeast High Points champion for 1991, so they are coming down here to Florida defending the Northeast glory. There's a 38-foot cigarette powered by two 700 horsepower inboard motors with Mercruiser drives. This boat is owned and throttled by Mike Garrard of Portland, Maine. Driving today is Art Garrard, also from Portland, Maine. Now we come up on D11, Ray-Ban's Miss Puerto Rico race team. This is a 30-foot Shadow Cat powered by two 725 horsepower, 496 cubic inch progressive laser motors with number 4 Mercury outdrives. This boat is owned by Peachy Perez of Puerto Rico. Peachy is the driver today, and he's got Pete Hidalgo as your throttle man. So Pete Hidalgo and Peachy Perez making up the Ray-Bans Miss Puerto Rico race team, and what a boat this is. They are screaming around this race course, and if this boat looks familiar, it certainly does. It's the old American Dream, headed up by Pete Hidalgo. Pete Hidalgo, an outstanding throttle man. The yellow boat is Rolling Thunder. In the middle of your picture, it's Ames Oil Special. What a battle we've got going on right here. This is what it's all about. This looks like it's going to be a dilly of a race going right here in this C class. Rolling Thunder on the inside, Ames Oil Special on the outside. Ames Oil Special on the outside, and on the very far outside, it's Bad Move. So we've got a three-boat race going right now, and let's start to get to know who's going to be in this picture. On the inside, it's C1. That's Rolling Thunder. It's a 33-foot Baja powered by two 520 horsepower motors with Merc Cruiser outdrives. And on the inside, right there, you've got Ames Oil Special. That's a 32-foot Mirage powered by two 650 horsepower Ritchie Zool racing motors with Merc Cruiser drives. And on the far outside, it's Bad Move. What a race is going right here. You can't get any better than this in offshore powerboat racing. This is fantastic. Three boats going at it really hard. This is exceptional viewing with some top caliber racing right now for the last race of the 1991 season. Rolling Thunder, and here comes Ames Oil Special to once again resume this challenge. These two boats should go at it head-to-head all the way to the finish. Ames Oil Special, C52. This brand new 32 Mirage powered by two 650 horsepower Ritchie Zool inboard motors with Merc Cruiser drives is having an outstanding run. This boat is owned and navigated by Al Hoffman of Eastport, New York. Driving today is Joe Scrow from Belmore, New York, and Joey Latona from Merrick, New York on throttles. If the names sound familiar, they sure do. It's the Fever Crew, and they're out here in their new boat, Ames Oil Special, and they're looking forward to a fantastic year for 92, and they're going to close out 91 strong. They just came in on the inside of Rolling Thunder, which put on a good show, and now they've taken the lead right here. Some good driving right there by an experienced crew, Ames Oil Special. But Rolling Thunder, I'm sure, will be right back just as Ames Oil came back. The Ames Oil Special, this boat had a lot of help from a lot of people. Docksider Mobile Marine did a lot of help in the rigging. It was rigged at Fever Marine with some outstanding help from RC. And there you see Rolling Thunder coming back on the outside, just as Ames Oil came back on the outside moments earlier. What a great race we've got right here between these two boats. Rolling Thunder on the outside, Ames Oil Special on the inside now, going at it head-to-head. What great racing. Two extraordinary throttle men. Joe Latona going at it for Ames Oil Special, going head-to-head with Bill Gazelle and Rolling Thunder. What driving. We've got D'Ambrosia against Scrow. This is what it's all about. Champions going at it head-to-head, and what a way to close out 1991. Ames Oil Special on the inside, Rolling Thunder on the outside. What great racing put on by two champions. These boats are doing some excellent speeds, well over 80 miles per hour, running exceptionally strong, really putting on a fine performance. And there you get an idea of just what it looks like in an offshore powerboat. Freeze frame video, constantly striving to bring you the newest in technology available to us, is going to really give the feeling of what it's like in an offshore powerboat. Here we are are going for a ride with the AMSOIL special team as it looks to them. As you can see, the seas are very rough, thus producing the slight tilt in the camera, and we're unable to adjust it at the present time. But however, for 92, count on freeze frame video to get this dialed in, just as the racers dial in their boats, and we'll continue to bring you the best in offshore racing photography. Let's ride and listen to the AMSOIL special race team. Latona doing the job of throttles, scroll driving, and let's see how it looks to the crew of AMSOIL special race team. Now we come up on D45, the Bad Move race team. There's a 33-foot Hydrotech powered by three 275 horsepower Mercury outboard motors. This boat is owned by Bad Move Offshore Racing of Clayton, New Jersey. Driving today, we've got Douglas Durham of Clayton, New Jersey, and William Durham is your throttle man, also from Clayton, New Jersey. And their head wrench, Tommy, and crew chief is aboard the freeze-frame videocopter helping us out today. Bad Move, what a year 91 has been for them. They won the P-Class for 1991, and they really want to have a nice run here today to close out the season. But overall, 1991 has been an excellent year for Will and Doug Durham of the Bad Move race team. They're locked in a battle with Miss Puerto Rico Airborne Heatwave, Caluso Isle Marine Special, as well as Warrior. Now we come up on our first A boat. This is A176, the Fountain race team. There's a 29-foot fountain powered by a 650 horsepower Chevy inboard motor with a Mercruiser drive. This boat is owned and throttled by Patrick G. Patel of Jersey City, New Jersey, and driving today is Tina C. Patel, also of Jersey City. The Patels making up the Fountain race team. And they certainly have their work cut out for them. It's a very tight division. Frank's Marine Corp is there. You've also got Hijinks. You've got Scott Free, MRD, who had an outstanding year, is really running strong in Offshore A. But this Fountain Racing hull is a proven boat, and the Patels are doing an outstanding job. This boat does quite nicely in these seas. The power plant that they have is exceptionally strong, and they're really doing a job with this boat right now. The Fountain race team having a fine run here today in Islamorada, Florida. Now we come up on B50, Network Express. There's a 33-foot fountain powered by two 550 horsepower Chevrolet inboard motors with Mercruiser drives. This boat is owned and throttled by Art Lilly of Millersville, Maryland. Driving today, we've got Frank Blatt from Annapolis, Maryland, and navigation is Alan Borum from Edgewater, Maryland. The Network Express race team, and what a race they're having. Presently, they're unofficially in first place right now, holding off Team Scarab, Too Intense, Mr. Marine, Lady L, just to name a few who are challenging in Offshore B. But Network Express, what a year 1991 has been to them. In 1991, they started 10 races. They took first place in 5 of them, second in 3 of them, and unfortunately, they did not finish 2 of them. They took first in one of each divisions that they've entered. They had a first in the Northeast region, the Central, and the Southeast. And Annapolis, Maryland, their hometown, in the World Championships, first time being held there, they became the national champion in a 2-race series with some hard-fought, deck-to-deck racing with the hard-to-beat, formidable Fever race team, who was your defending 1990 national champ. That was a great show put on between Fever and Network Express. Network Express is probably going to run the last race here today in Islamorada as Network Express B50. They're going to start the 1990 season as Heartbeat with a number B1. Chevrolet will be their major sponsor with help from Mark Franz Company out of California, Lexel. 0. It's the Mr. Cadini race team. This 30-foot Red Shadow is powered by two 265 horsepower Mercury outboard motors. This boat is owned and throttled by Bernardo Carrega of Miami, Florida, and driving today is Mariano Don, also of Miami, Florida. What a crew this has been. They've formerly been the Mistress race team, where Freeze Frame has enjoyed so many years of covering them. They're great guys, good competitors, and excellent sportsmen out here in the open seas of offshore racing. They had a third in St. Petersburg this year, and they'd love to build on that, hopefully for the Governor's Cup here today. Bernardo Carrega, what a sportsman. We've enjoyed covering him for so many years, and a great friend of Freeze Frame, as I said. And right now they do have their work cut out for them in the C class. The competition is tough with Blackjack, Fish Peddler, Rare Breed, Amsoil, and Rolling Thunder, who you saw earlier on. But also you've got Champion Marine Special, Vanishing Point, How Sweet It Is, The Forge, all going at it in offshore sea. Now we come up on C27, Blackjack Race Team. This is a 28-foot Manta powered by three 240 horsepower Mercury outboard motors. This boat is owned and throttled by Marshall Ives of Miami, Florida. Driving today is Andrew Ives, and Albert Rimandieri of Miami is your navigator. So the Ives and Rimandieri making up the Blackjack Racing Team. Marshall Ives has been around for so many years on the APBA. He's raced in the Northeast, here in the Southeast. He's a great person and a good friend of Freeze Frame Video. We've enjoyed covering for so many years, and Marshall has been involved in so many offshore powerboat racings. A seasoned veteran and quite the warrior. Marshall Ives, Blackjack Race Team. Points behind Champion Marine, and he would really love to overtake them for a top 3 finish, so you know he's going all out here today. Marshall Ives, Blackjack Racing. Now we come up on B121, the Too Intense race team. This is a 27-foot Magnum powered by two 275 horsepower Mercury outboard motors. This boat is owned by Robert Wall of Miami, Florida. Driving today is Robert Wall. Scott Mander from Miami is your throttle man. And Patrick Sessions from Miami is your navigator. The Too Intense race team. And they're running right in there. They're trailing Network Express and Team Scarab, but they are holding off Mr. Marine. Lady L is right there also ahead of Too Intense. So we've got good racing with Network Express, Team Scarab, Lady L, Too Intense. Mr. Marine is there. Aquatron is also in the hunt right now. So Offshore B is a very competitive division right now.